Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today I have for you the Division 2 playoffs between Farid Rommel and ElBowser. Let's dive right in. Alright, here we go, folks. We are on Orsha East, and on the left we have ElBowser playing first DFL on his Vanguard income. And on the right, in the red, we have Farid Rommel playing first Polish on Maverick income. So we've seen ElBowser do this a couple times now. He's one of the only other players, other than Kurz, who plays Vanguard income pretty consistently. And of course, Farid, being one of the Fox clan, loves his Maverick income, so no surprise there. Both these divisions very strong allied divisions. Rush a lot of T-34s, of course, out of first Polish. We have some Shermans and things. I did check out the decks beforehand. ElBowser's leaning on a lot more Legionnaires to get his job done. He's got basically every card he can take. A lot of double veterancy. He's really vetted up hard. Farid definitely not as much so. Farid definitely set up more for a long game if it were to go to that. And ElBowser, it appears to be looking for a bit quicker of a game. So definitely interesting matchup here. A lot of 6-pounders, 57 mils technically, but a lot of 57 mils coming out of ElBowser over here to counter the T-34s of Farid over here. We can see, we zoom in here, we got some of the Partisans coming in. 37 mils is like the super light AT gun. They got Bimps and some Legionnaires. Then zooming down here, we got a lot of stuff here. A lot of FFI Partisans, some 37 mils. There's an M8, some machine guns, some chokes, bazooka, and a 40 mil AA early. Very nice to see that. Some M3 gun, 37 mil again, Bimps. And down south, we have the Partisans. So he's deployed all his 37 mil guns. M8s, chokes, and some trailers. That's the 20-point infantry. Over for Farid here on the south, we have some heavy machine gun, a ZIS-3, the support gun here, T-70, PTRS, and some Descents and T-70s there. A little bit more, we have more PTRS, some Odzinokani, some Streltsy, and T-70. In the center, we have PTRS machine guns coming in, Sapozis, and Universal Carrier and a T-70. And then up north, we have more Universal Carrier, T-34, some Odzinokani, some Descents, and a leader and PTRS. If you guys enjoy this content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon. Thanks, guys. Let's dive right in. All right, so we have a PO2 really early here. Really super duper cheap 10-point recon plane. Dives to basically if something looks at it, but that's okay. It's only 10 points. Worth it for the site. Both players coming here. The FFI Partisan is obviously the fastest things here. Will he unload in time? He does unload. Will they get it off? Oh, fail. The PTRS flies by. Will the M3 gun get out in time? PTRS trying to do something over here. It misses, and the unload does happen, so no damage there. Neither player getting any advantage from their early rush stuff. Double PO2 coming up. M8 in a nice position here to try to take that out. Machine gun, 37 mil, takes out some of the transports here. Actually, it's probably the Partisan here surviving to do that damage. So very nice there. Infantry are forced to unload early over there. Partisans trying to get away from the other guys. PTRS did go down, 37 mil, out of position, unfortunately, for ElBowser here. He did unload his infantry really early, probably because of that PTRS there. 37 mil machine gun doing quite well. The 37 mil only has AP shells, so it's firing at the T-70 does kill it. So nice kill there for sure. 40 mil coming after that Yak 1B. Yak 1B going after that 105 off map. It will successfully push it back with the M8, so the 105 is going to be unmolested coming in here. PO2 still floating around. Now these are so weak, the 37 mils on the M8s and stuff can actually force them off successfully. So very exciting. You're going to have to be jumping around here a lot. So the Descents are now held up, so he's definitely at least stopped that. Legionnaires coming in here with the Bimps. These guys will really dominate in this little yellow forest here. Obviously, these guys have to get within range, so Farid's going to be held up there a good bit for a time. These infantry, though, getting pinned down here. A lot of T-70s and stuff. 37 mil pushed off. M8, though, still definitely a force down here. We have a Seafire coming in. This is a good, like, normal fighter, just very low on ammo. And, yeah, so the 105... Oh, there it goes. Comes down here. He's going to grab it with his chalks after the bombing comes down. He does have a bazooka as well, so even if that vehicle lives, it will eventually probably die, you'd think. Universal Carrier, though, here, these are actually really solid with the double machine gun here, and just having anything with armor can just be quite annoying. The Bimps, of course, though, can absolutely kill anything with their bazooka, so, you know, first DFL and their bazookas can definitely do a lot of work in this kind of match. Here comes the off-map. This is a very light off map, though. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. Yeah, shouldn't be anything too nuts. Infantry have been forced back up north here. The Bimps didn't take out? Nope. They came up north, and then Otziel's coming up around. He's grabbing this flag now. Cheeky flag grab there. Town flag. For some reason, he called in the off. Oh, he called in the slow firing off map. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense now. Been holding onto this flag, though Farid's pushing up and around. 37 mil, though, plenty to stop many of these weapons. 70 millimeters of penetration, enough to kill these light T-70s for sure. So, very good call in there. It's a good counter to these T-70s. Center, though, Studebaker goes down again to the 37 mil. Oof, that hurts. T-70 goes down to 37 mil. The Otsio Kani with their triple machine gun should be able to take that out. 37 mil goes down actually to the sport gun back here. So this section is falling for ElBowser, although ElBowser is grabbing this middle section here. It could be a big deal. Up north, looks like Farid's happy to just free grab this flag for now. T-34 out of position, though. It can't kill this BIMP coming in. If the BIMP pops into this building, he'll have that flag just fine. Recon plane coming after the PO-2. It should kill it just fine. The off-map actually kills off that infantry. It's kind of surprising, actually. So, very nice little kill there. It does matter. Although it's not like a big deal having these things flying around, they still provide some really important information for Farid. So, ElBowser currently sitting at a 14-10, grabbing this flag here and the flag here in the town. So, getting some good work done on the hill. He's got some, a whole bunch of M3 howitzers. These are so annoying. And Commandos Afrique here. Some Commandos d'Afrique. Half-track just chilling out. Partisan could actually hop in and kill these because these guys can't shoot within 100 meters, so it would be safe to sit there and shoot at those. Infantry still holding this. I mean, this is a nice little chunk of infantry. Now, the Otsio Kani will do quite well, although they have no veterancy because they can't. So the disheartened will pin them very quickly. So that could honestly go... That can honestly go either way. Really good. And especially it depends on what kind of support each player has. Sapazi, Otsio Kani getting up on the hill now. Here comes a PTRS, try to take out that half track there. 37 mil, catching out that M3A1. M3A1 stops moving, so it stays in sight of that 37 mil. Ugh. How much damage does he do? 5 damage. Okay, so they take 2 hits to kill a half track still. 105, come down. Hitting down these infantry, they're forced to fall back. Chokes would be very dangerous. Getting back into this town would be very challenging. These guys are very strong CQC units, especially with the bazooka there to kill off anything, you know, armored. 81mm mortars starting to come down now. Another strong aspect of DFL is those radio mortars and just radio artillery in general. Single Legionnaire, though, not going to be able to hold against all of this stuff, especially with it out of the building. He needs to hop in. There you go. He does hop in time. Very nice, and now the Legionnaire will put down a lot of damage, and now the light armor here supporting and keeping these infantry back. So very nice there. Yak 1B trying to take out this half track, but the 40 mil, is beginning to fire. Po2 up north now. Legionnaires versus Otsio Kani, both of them in green cover now. Legionnaire pushing forward to try to double team this. Oh, but there's the support from the vehicles. Otsio Kani is pushed back, but the Legionnaire also taking a ton of suppression from these support units on the hill. Still 14-10 though. Yak 1B floating around. 81 mil doing some nice job pinning down this machine gun, Half track does now go down to the Yak. Support units pinning down that commando. Now the 105s will start firing. These are very strong all-around support guns. They're HE very strong, and of course even their AT can do some damage. AP rounds, I should say, not AT, AP. He needs to follow his commando back. I don't think he's noticed it in this unfortunate position. This 105, I'm not 100% sure what it's doing. It's having a depression. It's on the side of the hill. It's got a firing depression issue. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. 105 in range of these infantry here, so it should start chunking those quite well. Yak 1B finally forced off. C-Fire coming in to take out that Po-2 and cut off that information. Commando does go down. So now we'll see if these howitzers can keep their line of sight. Seems they do. Otsio Kani still in range. Howitzer fires. Oh, no, it's going after the Streltsy, actually. Ooh, this thing's doing a nice bit of damage. Sapazi making another 10. T-34 has forced off the light armor here. 37 mils, though. They're not super dangerous to these, especially these 90 mil ones, although they can certainly get some nice side shots and stuff. T-34 skirts by the FFI Partisan. Very lucky there. I don't think he knew it was there. C-Fire floating about. Legionnaires need to move. Well, they don't need to move forward. They will beat the Ezio Carni in close range, but they will have a hard time with the Descents, especially 2-on-1. That'll be a quick loss. Bimps, on the other hand, are not good and not very good at close. I mean, they're good, but for a rifle unit, but they're not good in like a dedicated sense. Legionnaire does move forward and catches out those Descents. Very lucky there. Grenade goes off. Command leader tries to throw down some smoke. Legionnaire is taking some Molotovs to the face, but they are fanatical. It will not surrender. So far, oh, down goes one Descent. Here comes the Marauder now. I think it's going after this chunk of vehicles there. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything huge. Yeah, it is. Ooh, oh my goodness gracious, these Marauders carry a freaking bomb load. Wow, took out 2 light vehicles and, of course, pinned down everything else. Descents and Ezio Carni now should pin down the Legions. Oh! Legionnaires now fall back. Bimps will shift over, and they will be able to beat those out. Zipping back down here. Nothing huge happening. M3 howitzers trying to kill off these infantry and things. Support gun died, so that's a big loss there, actually. Ezio Carni now auto fall back because of their disheartened trait. Actually helps them out. Another commando, and now the 57 mil as well to hold off that T-34. Even though, truthfully, the M3 howitzers probably could have killed that successfully. He's going to try to get back into this town here. He's going to find that's probably going to be a little bit difficult. Sea-fire being used to fire at the ground. I'm kind of surprised. If he hadn't wasted the ammo, he could have went after this IL-2. So that was not a huge fan of that out of Bowser. His Legionnaires, though, are basically dead. So definitely an issue there. He doesn't have a ton of infantry. Just the Bimps have to be able to hold off. Now, the IL-2 does miss the bombing, so the Bimp survives. 81 more reporting sappers coming in. We're about to hit phase B as well, so the income advantage of ElBowser is going to go away, and the income advantage is going to distinctly fall into Farid's favor. If he just pushes forward and grabs this flag here, he would he'd have that 15-9 he really kind of needs. Double support gun coming in here. Everything pretty quiet down south. 81 Miller trying to support these infantry. I'm not sure if he's aiming at this. We can look really quick. Oh, no, we can't. Apparently he's done firing, so we missed it. I guess he assumed there were some troops there, and there's not. Bimps are still pretty suppressed. He's got to be careful. Bimp here took out the T-34, so really nice there. It's going to be able to take out the other one. The best thing about the bazooka is it fires so fast. Its reload time is so fast, you know, compared to, say, a Panzerschreck. That's the big difference. Panzerschreck, of course, doing more damage and can one-shot stuff, but now, unfortunately, he's not getting the 15-9 despite capturing this flag as well because of losing this one here. But he's now got the Sapos coming in. He needs probably... Oh, yep, there's more infantry. And we're now into phase B. So now we're going to start to see... the pendulum swing here. Unfortunately, Bimp was out of cover, so the Ezio was easily able to suppress that first. Trailer's able to take down that Streltsy, or pin it back with the help of the machine gun, but now the T-34 moves forward. Now he knows it's not a Bimp or something with the bazooka. Sappo moving in here. 81 mortar finally helping to pin some stuff down. Bimp's catching out another Ezio Carni. Ooh, Sappors go down in the transport. Still alive, but taking a lot of suppression and damage, so big bummer there. Legionaries coming in. IL-2 is forced back by the 40 mil Bofors. It's nice he moved that up on the hill to get it to fire sooner. The M3 howitzers absolutely dominate this open ground here. Seafire coming in to try to take out that IL-2. It's only got its machine guns, and now it's flying into a lot of flags. It's going to die here, most likely. I'd be shocked. Yep, down it goes. That is a loss. That's unfortunate. He's losing that recon information. Those aren't cheap recon either. And he's lost, essentially, his fighter cover. Not that it was amazing fighter cover, but it was fighter cover. Lost his flag here, though, but still Bowser holding on that 13-11. Oh, just kidding. Back to a 12-12. As I say it. M3 howitzers versus those support guns. M3 howitzers will absolutely dominate. There should be no chance here. Ooh, unless they miss a lot. Oh, I thought it was 2-on-1, actually. So the support gun actually might have an okay chance here. Because what happens is the support gun suppresses really fast because it fires so much faster. Well, there we go. Just kidding. It was low on health, so that was the deal breaker there. It only took one shot. More infantry getting killed in transport, so Ezio Carni finally forced off their Legionnaires into the woods now. Streltsy goes down to the infantry and stuff. All he needs to do is move his Bimp over. He knows the T-34 is chilling there, so he needs to get over here and kill that off. Streltsy LKM coming in, though. These are quite solid infantry units. M3 howitzer does go down now to one of the support guns, so starting to break those up. T-34, though, goes down to the 57 mil. Nice kill there from that. Otsuokani, though, now getting target on ElBowser. Doesn't appear to be microing in this place right now. Legionnaires versus Strelky LKM. Legionnaires at 3 stars should win pretty handily, even with the 2-star Chelsea. Very strong there, forcing off some of these infantry. ElBowser pushing off these sappers, getting the 15-9 again. Bimp catch, killing the T-34 now. Chelsea LKM caught out. Uh-oh on that hill. Farid looking very weak there. Support gun goes down to the M3 howitzer. Once he can force off this Otsuokani, this flag will fall too. The double tick has been achieved, though. That's big. Plenty of time left in B phase, though, for Farid to claw his way back into this. Legionnaires getting pinned by the... Universal Carrier goes down to the 57. Great positioning of this 57 mil. I'm not even sure. It doesn't even look like there's a line of sight, but apparently from this side there is. And half track can be killed by the PTRD of the Otsuokani, so this is not like an easy kill here. And this is not the good half track with the 50 cal. This is only got the 30 cal here, so it's definitely does not pin nearly as fast. Legionaries, though, pinning down those Otsuokani, that 3-star. Oh my goodness gracious, that pumps out the damage. 3-star half track, though, doing its work. It's bouncing some of those PTRD shells, and it successfully drives that off. So now it's a 17-7. Wow. ElBowser really pushing hard. A very nice performance so far from here. Farid trying to get back into this. Sapus getting pinned down, trying to capture that, but there's machine guns and T-70s all over the place. But now, the stuff on the hill doesn't have a lot of response to most. This double howitzer in again. They're so good, there's no reason not to spam them, honestly. They're really quite, in my opinion, they're overpowered, but that's just me. 15-9 still. The infantry up north now totally forced out of the forest. Farid in a lot of trouble all of a sudden. Now, there is no AT up front here. We have another howitzer coming in. IL-2 forced off before he can drop his bombs. The other thing with these, like, DFLs and stuff, all their troops have, like, 50 cals on them. So, like, they all contribute to the AA. And it's not a huge effect when there's just 1 or 2, but when there's 3, 4, 5 of them, all of a sudden, planes get forced off really quickly. 57 mil, though, getting caught up on the Otsuokani will probably go down. Legionnaires killing off these infantry, surrendering them. Otsuokani's trying to catch him. Will he get there in time? He does. Wow, nice surrender there. Sapazi rocks, unfortunately, do not get into cover in time. These are strong at all ranges, but this is a long way to go in the open ground. Legionnaires they've taken a lot of damage. They're still all holding BARs and stuff, though, just fine. 16-8 right now for ElBowser. He's trying to press his advantage here in the middle. With the Connie retreating, the 105s will only kind of pick off 1 unit at a time. It's pretty... The fallback protection is pretty significant. If you are not hitting that fallback button, you're not playing this game right. Let me just warn you right now. Legionnaires, though, getting caught out by all these support weapons. There is the 105 on this side, though, is going to start firing, I assume, at that support weapon. If it doesn't fire at that support weapon, that'd be pretty bad. Because the support weapon will fire back faster, like we talked about before. Does get the shot on target, but it's not on target enough. Marauder might go down here, although here comes the bombs. They drop in a nice line, although not very much damage. Marauder probably is going to go down here to the double 37 mil. No, it's not smoking yet. Now it is. No, yeah, it is smoking. There it is. Gets away. Whew, gets away with that. Howitzer still alive. The support gun went down, but another support gun is coming. Now the M8 has rolled out. The Char M10 could definitely get out here. It does have a machine gun. It can do plenty of work. 17-7 still. Farid now trying to get back into this woods up here. There is no AT to stop him. There's literally no AT at all. Like, these Legionnaires don't have any sort of AT weapon, so, like, there's no BIMPs here or anything, so very strong there. BIMPs are coming in, though, to try to fix that weakness. You better hurry, because there's a lot of stuff coming. I'm not a huge fan of this play from Farid. Getting back into this forest is such a pain, and it's so resource intense, especially when you're on the back foot in so many other places. It's a big commitment for that. M3 howitzers continue to chunk Farid's infantry here. I'm not a fan of these Otsuokani. I'm really not. They're just Strafniki, but they have the disheartened trait, and that just makes them so much less effective. They get pinned down so quickly, and they lose their strength, which is like winning infantry light machine gun battles. M3 howitzer goes down to the support weapon. M8 trying to get out of there. The HE won't insta-kill it by any stretch, but it will eventually kill it from HE damage. T-34 spots those Legionnaires, so they're going to be taking some damage, try to run away now. More Otsuokani. Yeah, I would take the Chelsea LKM over the Otsuokani in most situations. Half track trying to get away, and it looks like it's going to succeed. Legionnaires opening up on that machine gun do succeed. That 3 stars and the cover differential making the difference there. Vimps moving into the position, and the opportunity to recapture using his armor and stuff melting away. Although the Sappers rocks, now that they're going to get into to the cover here, they'll do damage. They're very, very dangerous. 81mm mortar trying to kill off these support guns. Chalks, although they're not long-range units, seem to be holding off these Sappers just fine. M3 howitzers from that hill doing tons of damage to these infantry. These things so obnoxious. So good and so obnoxious. One of the best support guns in the game, if not the best support gun in the game. It can be very much argued, but this thing is really disgusting. LG-42's up there too, but this thing, jeez, just so obnoxious. They're always like, we need to nerf American divisions. There's how you do it. Nerf the M3 howitzer. That'll make all American divisions way less obnoxious. But based on the last patch out of Eugen, it doesn't look like they want American divisions to be bad. Bimp gets caught out here trying to get across the road. Sappers rocks get in. Bimp's not really what you want here to fight them. But still, even with the cover differential, 2-star Bimp's doing okay, but the Sappers rocks now in range with their flamers here on the Legionnaires. 3-star Legionnaires, though, oh, pin and surrender the Sappers. Oh, that was just deadly. Legionnaires catching the other Sappers out. Ooh, this is not rocking, I can tell you that. More rocks coming in. Legionnaires running out of ammo on their rifles, of all things. Bim's trying to catch up those Otsuokani. Otsuokani do get in here. Bim's forcing one off, but the other capturing the flag. Back to a 15-9. Still double tick, though. Doesn't change the fact that this is still a double tick going on here. M4A4 trying to pin down some of these infantry. M3 howitzers is doing so much damage. 57mm, not going to do anything against these howitzers, of course. And Farid throws in the towel after hitting C phase, because now he's going to lose all his income, and he's really going to lose the ability to push through all of these infantry. So game 1, going to ElBowser. Wow, look at this. 1800 to 1815 to 805. A massive gap in KD there. So Farid just getting outplayed that game when it really came down to it. Yeah, great play out of ElBowser. Let's see here if anything really stood out. Nope, nothing stood out for Farid here. It was a tough game for him. Look at this 37mm. This was the one in the town, I believe. This is the one in the town. Although it could have been the one down on the hill down south. I'm not sure where, but man, that's 30 points for 150 points troops. It's really hard to win when things are trading like that. You'll notice anytime this happens, one of the players is usually winning pretty hard. Even the Seafire here taking out, kind of starts to pay. When a recon plane starts to play for itself, that's really strong. M3 howitzer taking out a bunch of stuff. Oh my goodness, look at this 57mm cannon. And it's light stuff, but it's still a lot of stuff. It doesn't change the fact it's a lot of stuff. Bim taking out a whole bunch there. Yeah, this is a tough one for Farid. ElBowser picking up a really nice game 1 here in our best of 3. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch for watching, and have a fantastic break.